Hey, before we get into this video, before we look at this, right, I want you to know, this shit looks fake as fuck. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson to the government. Bring out the alien. You gotta be fucking kidding me, bro. This shit is fake as shit. So how long ago did this? At least 4 weeks ago. May 17th. Let's see what they have to say.
Last week, the Pentagon began releasing government files documenting
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking laugh. It's so hard at this, bro.
years of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, as well as concerns by previous administrations that we, as a human race, are not ready for the possibility of encountering alien life. My next guest is out with a new book about just that, and it's full of advice like the following. If an alien approaches you with multiple appendages, one of which looks like an extended hand, resist grabbing and shaking it. You don't know in advance what part of aliens anatomy.
Yo, me. Oh, nah. You know what that means. Shaking the alien's wiener. Ugh. Starts like pissing on you through its skin. Gross.
Anatomy you just touched, and you probably don't
This is CNN. Who even believes this? Guys, I would say don't believe this.
want to find out.
Some of it maybe could be true. We'll see. Probably not. I don't. Yeah, if I said that, my bad. But let's just say.
With me now is astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. Thank you so much for being here. You are the author of Take Me to Your...
I mean, it is Neil deGrasse Tyson, but is he like? He's just a sellout now, you know. He's like not even like I've heard he's just annoying now.
And you do write that your child, since you were a child, you have wanted to be abducted by aliens. I just want to go on record, sir, and tell you that I do not share that desire. But I'm glad that you feel that way because, as you said, the real question is not are we alone, it's are we ready? Are we?
Yeah, I think we are actually, because given the testimonies that we've heard given,
You might be on something,
uh, that we heard
Boy, I think people like Lucas. I don't know.
delivered in front of Congress in 2023, 2024, 2025, from whistleblowers and insiders and military officials, ex-military, ex-intelligence officers. It's, it's no longer just the farmer in the back 40, right, commenting on what hovered over their crops or the revelers coming out of the bar at 2 a.m. So these are people of high rank, all sincere. And so not only have they sort of said that they've got alien body parts and...
Yeah, we're just keeping body parts over here. Just the body parts. Severed body parts. Like, how you would keep human body parts. Like, just on, like, dry ice or something.
Engineered technologies, that's sort of consistent with the files that were released. So I'm fine. That's where we are. All I'm going to ask is the alien.
So that's my question
is
to
it
you.
too much to ask that if you've got him in the back shed, just bring out the alien? Then we would all transition from asking one another, do you believe in aliens, to, well, yeah, of course, the alien's there.
Well, you
right?
wrote the book.
People don't say, do you believe
You
in
wrote the book.
elephants?
You're an
Right?
astrophysicist. What do you think? Are they here or have they been among us?
Whatever are the claims, I'm saying, let's assume they're all true. But just start with that assumption. If it's all true, they ought to be able to bring out the alien.
Got it.
And that
Evidence.
hasn't happened yet. So I'm just sitting on the couch waiting patiently for that. And
If like everything that everybody's seeing, and if everything that everybody is saying is an alien and a UFO or a UFO or whatever, right? You could just bring it out, show us. We already know it's here. We're not gonna freak out. We are gonna freak out. We're gonna freak out. I freaked out the other day when I saw one because I was 100% sure, but I kind of feel like I'm 100% sure now.
long past having to require that aliens are something you believe in based on testimony or fuzzy videos. Let's just bring out the alien and get it over with.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Bring out the olives.
one of the points
Yeah,
that
that
you
video.
make in your book is that you are a scientist, you are somebody who is evidence-based, so show the evidence. And on that note, the Pentagon, you mentioned this, did release some documents, never before seen is what they call it, UFO files. And this is a big part of what you write about. You said you were, quote, saddened to report that smooth rotating flying saucers are not a thing. The physics just don't work.
Yeah, not for smooth flying saucers. I mean, there are other issues for me with rotating flying
He
saucers.
doesn't know.
Anytime
We're not that smart. We don't understand their technology. Who are you to say that it's not possible? They have stuff that you don't know about, bro. Over here saying it's not possible that you know of.
we show the view out the front window of a flying saucer, the view isn't whizzing by. So how do you have a stationary view looking out the front in a spinning craft? Never made any sense to me. So it
Now
doesn't
you're
mean
talking
other
about the
craft
movies.
couldn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is our reference framing.
Right.
But laws of physics matter. We test laws of physics on Earth, and they apply across the
They could probably bend the laws of physics, even if you have something that you say would be impossible to. Um, who's to say that they haven't figured out something or like found something else that could change it that we still haven't found, you know?
universe and across time.
What-
If an alien is of this universe, it'll be subject to the same laws of physics.
One of the things that you write
Yeah.
about that really got me thinking is that
He said, yeah. Yeah, same laws of physics, right? But still, don't they have like anti-gravity shit that the government has now patented, right? Uh, why aren't we talking about that? Interesting.
humans share 98+% identical DNA with chimpanzees. And then you ask us to entertain the idea. Imagine if aliens have 5% or 10% or even 25% more intelligence. Along that same vector places us 2% above chimps. Just how advanced
Oh my gosh, he
could
has
aliens
already
be?
said this. He's already
Yeah, the
said this,
hubris
bro.
of us to say, let's look in the universe for other intelligent
My
life.
bad.
Who
I
said we're
adjusted my
intelligent?
mic.
We did. So, on a cosmic scale, it may be we are to the aliens as chimps are to us. So, for these reasons, I'm happy to
That would suck. And that's probably the case, maybe. But I feel like we're pretty smart that they wouldn't just treat us like animals. Like, we have technology. We can go to space. You act like because chimps can't. Like, I don't know. It just wouldn't make sense
grant aliens
for them to think of us as that way. Actually, it does make sense on some level, but you know,
all manner of advanced technology. But the laws of physics still matter. But the technology, I'll give him wormholes. I'll give him any of that. But one thing that's odd, what would surprise me most is if they bring out the alien and it's humanoid.
what would surprise me most if they bring out the olives?
Okay, most alien renderings we've seen,
Mm-hmm.
it's got a head, two eyes, nose, mouth, shoulders, arms,
Mm-hmm.
fingers, maybe four fingers instead of five, right? Legs, and they're walking. Okay, most life on Earth doesn't do that, but they're from another planet. So the think of the book as a love letter to our fascination with aliens, manifested in our movies, our culture, our TV, and this is let's use. We can start there and say, how realistic is this? What can we expect given our imagination and the laws of physics?
I think he's unrealistic. Does he even know what he is talking about? Does he just, he's just interested in the topic for like 2 minutes. And then he's like, yeah, that's it for the year. And someone else asks him again, and then he's like, talks about it for like a minute. Right.
Physics combined. So yeah, plus
It's the person that he is. It's gonna get people being like, oh. And then they're gonna start believing in aliens and shit. And then, yeah, we are all being prepared. Why would they have him come on the news just talk about this randomly? Think about it. Do they just need something? Is it because people are interested in the topic of aliens? Or is it because they're trying to get us to know? so that we won't be as scared whenever it comes to the time where they all show up. I don't know.
Also a primer on what to say and not to say in your first encounter. You're representing all of humans. You want that to be, the best impression you can leave on them.
We have 30 seconds left. Given this thought experiment that you put in this book, what do you think the meaning of life is?
Such a straight up question.
Oh, I think
I
people
think
search for meaning of life as though it's under a rock or behind a tree, but we have the power to create meaning in life. And
that's
for
true.
me, I want to learn something today that I didn't know yesterday and spend each day.
As long as you're like doing something or you got something you want to do, that's the meaning of life right there. If you got something you want is the meaning of life. How about that? Yeah. And if you want something, that's what you're working for. You don't want something, just go to sleep.
Lessening the suffering of others. That's something that we all have the power to do. And maybe aliens want to do that too. We always make them evil. And I think it's because we're projecting our own evil ways onto them, knowing that's how we behaved when we encountered cultures of lower civilization, lesser technology than ourselves. So yeah, I meaning we can find it. And if we find aliens and they help us get more meaning out of the universe, more power to us.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, thank you so much for coming on. It's a wild book, that is for sure.
These people are like so, like, they're glazed like a donut, bro. You see this, bro? Like, um, they're the people that tell us these things, put them in our head. If you're like wanting to do something, like donate to a charity randomly.
Thanks for having me.
We had this historic release of UFO files, finally, something you've been pushing for a long time. What was
Okay,
your
so
big
I
takeaway?
guess that's just the end of the video because there's no more Neil deGrasse Tyson. Alright, fuck you CNN, I guess, because you're just gonna try and give me some random shit on the rest of this. I don't wanna watch this guy. So the timestamps, I guess I'll like it. Here's the original video right here. Whatever. See you guys later. Like, subscribe. Look outside in the skies. You might see some shit. Especially if you're in Brazil.